Hey guys, RanterInShades here, exercise my first amendment rights vlog style. Today going into another argument brought up by metal elitists. So here's a little scenario for you. Say someone came up to me and said, poison sucks. And me, I would just firsthand just go ahead and say, why? Why do you think poison sucks? And they would say something along the lines of something like, "'Cause Slayer is so much better!" And that's where the meat of this video is going to lie. How elitists will just compare bands from two different genres and act like it makes a point, when in reality it does not. Now, if you were to come up to me and said that you thought Poison sucked, I mean, sure, you're entitled to your opinion, I'd accept that. But if I asked you to go into depth, if you wanted to compare them to another band, it would make more sense to compare them to another hair band. Like if you were to say Poison sucks, I think Poison sucks because I think that Rat and Dawkins are so much better. And that would be, that would make sense. In the case of Slayer, if someone were to say that they thought Slayer sucked, it would make more sense for them to compare Slayer to another thrash band. Maybe like Creator, or Overkill, or Exodus, or even Sacred Reach. That would make sense. I mean, I know Poison and Slayer are both metal bands, and it seems like it makes sense to compare two metal bands, but if you look at it on principle, the two really don't sound anything alike. Poison isn't thrash, Slayer isn't glam. It doesn't really make sense to compare two bands that don't sound anything alike and act like it makes a point. I feel the same way when someone compares deathcore to death metal. I mean, I know there's death metal influence in deathcore, but really, there's so many other differences between the two. Aside from the breakdowns, there's differences in the playing style, in the vocal style. It doesn't really make sense to compare two bands from those genres. And this also goes for the people, these anti-hair metal people who will compare it to grunge or something like that. That comparison doesn't make sense either, because the genres don't sound alike. They're two completely different fucking things. So that sums up this video, how ridiculous these comparisons are. If you're gonna try to make an argument, please go into a little more depth, and if you're gonna compare them to any band, make sure it's a band that at least sounds like them, or in the same style as them. So, take care. I'm Shades, and I'll see you next time.